Imagine walking into a room unlike any you've ever seen. A room filled with chairs. Every chair represents a life. Every chair tells a story. Every chair reminds us that no life is lived alone. Now imagine that one of those chairs carries your name. Because whether we realize it or not, every one of us leaves something behind. A conversation, an example, a habit, a belief. Someone, somewhere, is becoming a little more like us. Most influence doesn't arrive dramatically. It arrives quietly, one conversation at a time, one opinion, one shared experience, one passing remark. Until one day, we discover that conversations have become beliefs, and beliefs have quietly become part of who we are. Every relationship leaves something behind. Sometimes it leaves confidence, sometimes doubt, sometimes courage, sometimes fear. We collect these invisible influences throughout our lives, rarely noticing how deeply they shape us. Real change is rarely dramatic. It happens quietly, almost invisibly, like grass growing beneath our feet. Day by day, conversation by conversation, we slowly become someone new. Perhaps the person who will influence your future hasn't entered your life yet. A mentor, a teacher, a colleague, a friend. Somewhere, there is still an empty chair, waiting for someone who could change everything. This simple observation became the inspiration for one question. What if the direction of our lives is quietly shaped by the people sitting closest to us? The 5 chairs is not really about chairs. It is about influence, the invisible influence of people, the conversations that encourage us, the expectations that define us, the standards we slowly adopt, and the future we eventually create. Over the next few minutes, we're going to explore 5 symbolic chairs, 5 places reserved for the people whose influence matters most. Some help us grow, some quietly hold us back. All of them shape the person we are becoming. And perhaps, before this documentary ends, you'll recognize exactly who is sitting in your own 5 chairs. Think about the people who made you believe you could become more than you thought possible. Every ambition has a beginning. Often, that beginning isn't a dream. It's another person's belief in us. Sometimes, they see our potential long before we do. Then there are those rare people who refuse to let us settle. They don't accept excuses, not because they enjoy challenging us, but because they know we're capable of far more than we're allowing ourselves to become. Real accountability is one of life's greatest gifts. Experience leaves clues. Those who have traveled the road before us carry lessons we don't yet possess. The wise person doesn't simply offer advice. They help us avoid years of unnecessary mistakes. Sometimes, one conversation can replace years of trial and error. Character isn't usually taught, it's observed. We quietly imitate integrity, kindness, patience, humility. Long before we realize it, someone else's values have become our own. Courage has an extraordinary quality. It spreads. Watching another person face uncertainty, it often gives us permission to face our own. Bravery is surprisingly contagious. Some people fill notebooks with ideas. Others quietly begin. They don't wait until everything is perfect. They simply take the first step. Action, more than intention, has always changed lives. Not every influence deserves a chair. Negativity can become so familiar that we stop recognizing it. Constant criticism, persistent doubt, endless reasons why something cannot be done. Spend enough time around those voices, and eventually, they begin to sound like our own. How much of life is spent waiting? Waiting until we feel ready, waiting for confidence, waiting for certainty. But opportunities rarely wait with us. They simply continue without us. Perhaps this is the moment to stop watching and start reflecting. If these 5 chairs really exist in every life, who is sitting in yours? And more importantly, who deserves to remain there? Every meaningful change begins with awareness. Before we change our future, we first have to understand our present. Most of us have never stopped to examine the influences surrounding us. Perhaps today is the first time you've asked yourself, who is quietly shaping the person you're becoming? Picture 5 chairs arranged in front of you. Now imagine someone sitting in each one. Some have encouraged you, some have challenged you, some have comforted you, some may even have limited you. If you had to place 5 names in those chairs today, who would they be? This may be the most important question in the entire documentary. Not who do you admire, not who do you like, but whose opinions genuinely influence your decisions. Take a moment. Can you name all 5? Behind almost every ambition stands another person. Someone who encouraged us, someone who believed in us, someone who quietly expanded our view of what was possible. Every dream has a beginning, and very often, that beginning is another human being. Sometimes a single conversation changes everything. One meeting, one introduction, one unexpected opportunity. Many of life's biggest turning points begin with words. So, who do you need to speak to that you've been postponing? Every conversation leaves a trace. Some leave confidence, others leave doubt. Some challenge us, others quietly reassure us. Whether we notice it or not, every meaningful conversation changes us a little. Books can change what we know. Experience changes what we understand. But people change who we become. Knowledge informs, influence transforms. That is why choosing the people around us may be one of the most important decisions we ever make. Influence has no visible structure. You cannot photograph it. You cannot measure it. Yet it quietly supports almost every decision we make. Like the hidden framework inside a building, its strength is revealed only by what it holds together. Perhaps that is why this idea matters. It isn't simply a theory, it is something we live every single day. Every conversation, every friendship, every mentor, every example. Each one quietly shaping the person we become. And if that's true, what is one conversation you could begin this week that might change the direction of your future? Perhaps the greatest question isn't simply, who has influenced you? Perhaps it is this: who are you becoming because of those influences? Every conversation, every friendship, every example, quietly shaping the next version of you. There is one final truth. Whether you intended it or not, you already occupy a chair in somebody else's life. Someone is watching, someone is listening, someone is learning from the way you live. What are you teaching without ever saying a word? Imagine meeting the people whose lives changed because of something you said. A moment of encouragement, a conversation, a kindness they never forgot. You may never know how far a single act of belief can travel. Imagine a room filled with people whose journeys were quietly influenced by yours. Most of them will never know the exact moment it began, because influence has always been invisible, yet its effects can last for generations. And still, one chair remains empty, reserved for the next person who will challenge you, encourage you, inspire you, or perhaps the next person whose life you will quietly transform. The 5 chairs isn't about judging the people around you. It's about choosing your influences more intentionally. It's about appreciating those who help you grow and becoming that kind of person for somebody else. If you could change just one chair today, which one would it be? Thank you for taking this journey. Perhaps the real documentary begins now. When this film ends, whose chair will you choose to sit in tomorrow? If today's ideas have given you something to reflect upon, you can explore them in greater depth in my book. Search Amazon for Phil Grifo, The Principle of the 5 Chairs. Thank you for watching.